Fasting is called fasting for a reason. Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about what you can eat during your fasting window. But before we get into all that, do me a favor by giving this video a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so this one's kind of a no-brainer, but what you can eat during your fasting window is nothing. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys already knew that, and maybe a few of you didn't, right? Because intermittent fasting is called intermittent fasting for a reason, okay? It's not called intermittent fasting with some food during the fasting window. It is solely just called intermittent fasting, meaning there is a period of time where you do not eat anything whatsoever. But sometimes that does depend, and I'll explain that in just a bit. But yeah guys, fasting is called fasting for a reason. You do not eat anything within that point in time. And you're even gonna hear some people say that, oh, well, you can have low calorie foods as long as it's like below 50 calories or 30 calories or 10 calories, you know, as long as it's within that range, then you're good. It's pretty much like you're still fasting. That is not true. Do not believe that nonsense. Whoever tells you that has no idea what they're talking about. But it's not entirely bad advice, right? Because if you do eat something that low in calories and still understand that you're still in a caloric deficit, then there's nothing wrong with doing that. The only thing you need to accept is that you are no longer fasting. That's the difference. But it doesn't mean you won't make progress, right? The main thing that happens if you eat something during your fasting window, all that means is that you are no longer fasting. Doesn't mean you're going to gain weight. No, as long as you continue to stay in a deficit, whether or not you messed up your fast. But yes, if you overeat, all right? Which leads me to my point that I wanted to talk about earlier, which is even though you fail sometimes at intermittent fasting, maybe you accidentally ate something during your fasting window, that doesn't mean it's time to quit. All that means is, okay, I failed at doing intermittent fasting today. Since I failed, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Now all I can do at this very moment is to continue on throughout the rest of my day, making sure that I am in a deficit now. And I do say that it helps to have intermittent fasting and a caloric deficit at the same time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that weight loss won't happen without that combination. All right guys, so that's the beauty of intermittent fasting and a caloric deficit. It's almost like saying you have two chances at weight loss, right? You can do intermittent fasting, and if you have a relatively short eating window, there's a high chance that you're going to be in a caloric deficit without you having to count calories and all that stuff. But if you count calories, as in you literally write it down somewhere or use an app, plus that short eating window, you're almost guaranteed weight loss no matter what you do. All right, so let me backtrack a little bit. What can you eat during your fasting window? To answer that question, nothing. Don't be fooled by people telling you that you can have low calorie foods and still get away with it. Yes, you can, but a majority of you don't exactly know how to do that. You can learn how to do that, but just keep things simple for yourself and don't eat during the fasting window. Just drink your water, complete the fast, rinse and repeat. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I talk about how to eat fast food and still lose weight while intermittent fasting. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. Do you guys eat anything during your fasting window and still lose weight? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.